Regulators! Mount up! It's Uncanny X-Men Annual, baby! Let's go! Roll that intro, cuss! Yeah! What's going on, Geek Corner? This is your boy, Earthsmack the Mad Scientist, and welcome back to the Orange Phoenix Media Channel, one of the hottest black comic book YouTube channels on this side of the Dakotaverse. Today, we are covering the Uncanny X-Men Annual by Gail Simone and Mickey Kendall. Man, I'm going to tell you right now, you want to stick around to the end of this video because you want to hear my personal review and what you should do when it comes down to this Uncanny X-Men Annual. Okay, so let's get into it. So one thing I got to tell y'all about this, man, I thoroughly enjoyed this book. Okay, I thoroughly enjoyed this book, so I'm gonna cover just a little bit of this book, just to give y'all enough, So you're like, you know what? I got to finish the rest of this book because this book is thick. Okay, there's a lot of information in this book. Okay, so let's jump into it. So now it goes 20 miles from New Orleans over a century ago. So this is over 100 years ago, and it says, of course, every road's lonely when you're grief-struck. You're like, beware, the man is watching. Well, thank you for the warning, Mr. Signpost. Sign saying we aren't safe around here. I'll be sure and stay right vigilant. And then right at that moment, you are introduced to Slaughter Freeman. Okay, this man here is goated. First of all, before we jump even in this, go into the weeds of this, Gail Simone, is there anywhere possible that we can get more Slaughter Freeman? Okay, is there any way possible we can get more of him? Okay, like more of him, because this man here is goated in this book. So I'm gonna just let you know. So he's being stopped by these henchmen. Okay, like these henchmen like, listen, you gotta pay a toll to go across this road. I don't know what you're carrying, but you need to get that up. So he introduced himself. He's like, look, I'm pleased to make your acquaintance, gentlemen. My name is Slaughter Freeman, former Buffalo soldier, former U.S. Marshal, Oklahoma Territory, and something I can help y'all with. And, you know, at that point, you know, he holds his hands up. He said, hey, man, listen. It's all cool. Don't worry about it. Just calm your nerves. And he's like, look, if, and I do mean if, we let you go on, just know we don't want to see you try to stay here permanent, understood? We got enough of your kind already. Now, we just buried a fella who chose not to take our sage counsel. Still got the sod on my hands. He's like, oh, really? Is that so? Well, I am a peaceable man, sir, and I assure you. He's like, Caleb, it's a coffin. It's got a cross on it. It's a gold cross. He's like, now, we had us a fair business arrangement, I believe. Now, I paid for some folding money. You let me pass. That mahogany box has my son in it. Sirs, you lay another ignorant, dirty finger on it, and I will strike you down where you stand. Now, I warn you once, as a righteous man and a revelator to all. Obviously, they didn't listen because, you know what? I'm going to be honest with you. I didn't want them to listen. They already crossed the line by blocking the road already. You know what I'm saying? Mind you, this is over like a century ago, and this does not shy away from what it was like in the South over, 100 plus years ago. Going way past that, because there's notions of racism in this. I mean, there's no notions of racism. There is racism in this book. You know what I'm saying? There is racism in the book, and racism got dealt with in spades. Okay, and not only on the black side of things, but also on the mutant side of things as well, because what that guy said in the road, it went double. Obviously this is a black man that's on a horse and he's well dressed and he's carrying his son in a coffin, but also unbeknownst to them, this man is a mutant because he pulled out 2 extra arms with the 6 shooters and start capping. That's exactly what he did. He started putting them down one by one by one. He says, look, see, we marshals, we have us a hell of a motto. Justice. He's like, whoa, wait. Integrity. He's like, look, you killed my brothers. And okay, at that moment, you say, you black bastard. Now, say at that moment, you deserve that shot. And service. Like, That right there, this scene right here is one of the coldest panels I've seen. He did that back turn, 2 bullets, straight to the eyeballs. Straight to the eyeballs there. Straight to the eyeballs. Now, that was our introduction into Slaughter Freeman, okay? Slaughter Freeman is a cold one, man. And I do want more of his story, man. Marvel, if you're listening, Gail Simone has done a phenomenal work on Uncanny X-Men. So, is it possible? Can we get a story on Slaughter Freeman? Like it could be a mini solo series. Just give a little bit more, because I would buy that book. I would definitely buy that book. No questions asked when it comes down to that, man. Now, also, we are introduced to Mother Witchfire. Now, when we come down to Mother Witchfire, it's something that she said, right? It's something that she said to Slaughter Freeman. She's like, I was away. By the time I got back, it was too late. They knew how to live, not how to fight. And Freeman was like, I guess we made the same mistake. My boy was strong, but he wasn't a killer. Didn't ever want him to be. And one of the most profound things that was said in this book was, I was so happy we were free. I forgot how fast hate kills, how easy it is to lose everything. Like, that is a very, very telling line. And from that point, she also says, I healed mama over and over until I couldn't fix what they broke in her. I made them pay for what they took from me. I built a home and family with the Maroons. I couldn't keep anyone I loved, and I'm so tired of laying babies to rest. Mine and those other mothers. Now, also in this book, when it comes down to other characters in this book, you also have Michael St. Jr. Now, Michael St. Jr., we know who that is, especially in Uncanny X-Men. So seeing people that are mutants, seeing people that have abilities is not, new to him. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's been doing this stuff for years. And also Lady Henrietta, she's also part of this group, the Regulators, right? And that's when I'm gonna stop. And the stuff that I gave you is barely scratching the surface, because there is a lot of information in here. There's so much lessons in this book. I really did enjoy reading this book. I feel like this story has been told perfectly. Now, to go back to what Witchfire said, she's like, I was so happy we were free. I forgot how fast hate kills, how easy it is to lose everything. And she's absolutely true. Like, if you look at, around this climate, the level of hatred can spread so easily. It can spread like a virus. It can spread like a plague. And it can literally consume people to a point where people are unjustly murdered. And that's just how that happens. You know what I'm saying? This thing been going on for decades, centuries. Especially when it comes down to, us, especially when it comes down to black people, how much we had to fight, especially with our ancestors through slavery and through Jim Crow and fighting for voting rights and for equal rights and equal opportunity. And even to this day, still to this day. So, reading this book, very entertaining, but also a lesson too, because when it comes down to this annual, by the end of this annual, you would thoroughly enjoy it. And the thing is, with annuals, it's like sometimes it's like different stories that's being told, but this is just like one singular story from past to present and from present to past, and connecting the dots with everything. And I think out of all the X-Men titles, this is why I love the Uncanny X-Men run so much versus any of the other X-Men titles, like over X-Men United, over Adjectiveless X-Men. I think that's why I love that so much. I mean, even though when it comes down to Adjectiveless X-Men, I do love Cyclops as a character, but Uncanny X-Men in totality, that's what I do love about that. And the fact that, Gail and Mickey was able to tell their story the way they wanted to tell it, especially with Slaughter Freeman. Like, he's my favorite character in this book, like straight up. He's my favorite character in this book. This man was cold, all right? He give all Django vibes just a little bit. But instead of mutants, they say mutate. Say, hey, he's a mutate. And, to see that in full splendor on the pages, man, I really do want to see more Slaughter Freeman of his character and see what goes on with that. But this book is very entertaining. Highly recommend this book. Go get this book. If you do not have this book, go get this book, okay? Go get this book. Go to your LCS. Go ahead and purchase it, or put in more orders. Like, look, I need more of this Uncanny X-Men annual, please. I'm going to need that. Just come up off that real quick, player. Get that. So, like I said, barely scratching the surface when it comes down to this book. I just read just enough for you guys to say, damn, this book is good. I need to go out here and get this book. So go ahead and check that out. You already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button and that notification bell. When that notification bell hits, there's a little drop down box which says all. Once you click on all, you get notified on our content, live or recorded. Also, we do have a Discord server. So if you want to join our Discord servers, that is free 99. That is free 99. You got like-minded individuals like yourself in there. So you have video games, you got movies, you got comic books. So it's not just limited to comic books. There's other channels within our Discord that if you want to have a conversation with those people that's in that Discord server, you can go ahead and do that. So see you guys next time. Peace.